Hi, this is Mind's Eye Mathematics, and this is day 2 of the fractal multiplication activity or task. Okay, so the first day, they would have spent time coloring all the shapes and labeling what number that image represents. So they should have something like this, although it probably won't be as nice and neat. So what you're going to get them to do is basically cut each of these smaller squares. And so you should have a bunch of small images that are separated, and tell the students to group them in ways that they think they should be grouped. So, and then have a reason as to why they're grouping them in that way. So essentially you're just trying to get them to notice patterns and things that are related to each other, and maybe talk about why they are related to each other. At the end, the students will then present what groupings, why they grouped things the way they did. You could maybe even have the kids put them all on a table and then pick one group so have them all sort of spread out so everybody can see them, and so that it's interesting for the students to see how maybe different groups did it differently and why they did it. And so you as the teacher can maybe pick, one of them up and say, okay, which team is this? What were you thinking when you grouped these together? And so just to have a conversation, getting kids to notice about the pattern. Now, one of the things they might do is, group the ones that are not repeated into a group of their own. And then you can talk about, well, why does this shape not exist anywhere else? And talk about how with every, they might say, oh, it's a prime number. And then you can start looking at, well, is that true? Does every prime number have a new shape and a new color? And just getting them to notice that is in fact the case. And then talk about, will eventually this pattern repeat itself if this was to continue on to higher numbers. So those are some of the things that I might highlight. So one of the things that I might do is have the students, so after they're done discussing in their groups, then we might talk about, well, can you figure out my universe? Like, do you think if I gave you a number, could you build that number or the image for that number? So that's something you might want to challenge them with at the end. So yeah, once again, this should take the whole period. And like I said, I like to start with a number talk and end with a spatial reasoning task, because spatial reasoning is so important within to grow student understanding and to grow their ability within mathematics, that it's worth spending time on a regular basis to improve. Anyways, let me know how it goes in the comments below. If you find something that works really great for your class, yeah, please share. Okay, bye for now.